It's nice to be back with a smile on my face. I don't know how long it will last for, but I'm definitely happy today that over the next few days, we will be moving into the studio and we will start to make it home. So the footage that will be coming up will be just a quick scramble of getting ready in some respect so that we can have Christmas in a couple of days. It is literally days away. So since I last spoken to you, we have had some real challenges, and I feel like it's been a good thing that I haven't been able to vlog, as I mentioned in my last video, just because I had my battery run out one time, delivery drivers and people shouting me because they needed things, and I've been broken off chatting to you guys and thought, oh, I'll have a proper sit down later. I've just been so up and down that that footage would just be amalgamation of me going, this is great, it really isn't, this is awful. Today is a good day, but we have had some pretty tough days since I last gave you an update on the renovation. So you guys know that the ceiling wasn't level in the studio and we were patching things in to try and disguise the fact that it wasn't level. We've realised that that ceiling needs to be made level now. I don't think that we can accept the amount that it is on an angle. We also realised that the whole floor, the ceiling wasn't level and hadn't been checked with a laser. Fortunately, the plasterboard hadn't gone on, so we were able to have that levelled off. The system is adjustable, so that can be done. Then we realised that when the plasterboard went up, that the joints hadn't been staggered, because of course it's double layered with it being an acoustic and fire rated ceiling. Then once that had been rectified, we realised that the joints hadn't been sealed as you would expect with the standard detail for an acoustic and fire rated ceiling. So we're now trying to understand how the parts of the ceiling that have been plastered, how we can seal those gaps retrospectively, which is pretty difficult. So as I've mentioned before, that ceiling is a real investment, both in terms of budget, and also it's something that we really wanted to get right. It's really important to us that the reasons for installing that type of ceiling, that we do get the benefit from it. And at the moment, we can tell already that it's just not efficient in its performance. So we're going through that at the moment, and we've had some quite intense conversations. I have been just overloaded mentally with looking at everything in the project and seeing what I need to check on, wondering what's going on, and if I'm not around, will I be able to check something before we're not in a position to check it anymore? And I just think that has just given me a life of living at an energy level that I begrudge being at, because ultimately you pay for a job doing properly and you pay for it managing, and especially when you have a contractor-led project, you expect that to happen, and on many occasions it's not quite working out. So we've had some intense conversations, but more recently I have had a really positive and productive conversation. And I do want to say that I don't feel that we're dealing with bad people. It's just a project that has gone really wrong, and it is probably continuing to do so until we find out all of the things that need rectifying. So I've had a good conversation. I felt like I was at a point where I could be very raw and honest about things, even chat about how I was feeling about things and not just the practicalities of the build. I could talk about the load that it's putting onto us and the impact on myself and my family. And I felt like the guy who I had the conversation with, I like talking to him. I feel like I get somewhere. So I really felt like I was heard this time. And although it has been unfortunate that I've had to sort of incrementally shout louder to be heard, I feel like, even though you shouldn't need to do that in life, it has given that awareness. It just can't continue, as I've mentioned to you guys before. So in that respect, I feel in a good place. I do feel like there is a lot of work to be done on this part of the project. To say that it should have been handed over already, I think we're a long way off, I really do, and it's really disappointing. But we concentrate on the positives for now. we get to make a home and have a warm, cozy space over Christmas, and I will make the best of it, as I always do. There's some bits that won't be done. The splashbacks have just arrived, but obviously because it's a couple of days away from Christmas, I can't expect the guys to come out and fit them. So I've just had a look at those and they're lovely. So maybe I'll do a couple of updates with this and we'll have a look at what we make of the space in the next few days, and then we'll probably have a look at it completely finished somewhere down the line amongst other things. So I'm gonna get to it. Well, we can't get everything finished exactly as we'd like it to be, but we can work with what we've got and we can make it into a home. So I'm just going to do some bits and bobs just to make it a little bit more cozy down here and start to feel like home. Feel like I can start feeling a little bit of magic maybe. There is still this to sort out under here, and I knew that I had to do something with this surface at some point anyway, so I'll address it all together. But for now, that is adding a little bit of warmth and homeliness finally. Delivery from Chunky Funky Furniture, and it's a mantle to go over the opening where I've got the logs, so it's arrived at a good time. I'm going to get this fitted and see if I can just finish off the fireplace. I am honestly so pleased with this. It is the most beautiful piece. It's absolutely perfect for this room. I can't fix it to the wall because Evelyn is napping and I don't want to be drilling, but it will sit about there. I'm hoping I can persuade Darren to fix it for me whilst I take Evelyn out, and that'll just finish this off beautifully. I also picked up this gorgeous concrete vase from B&Q of all places, and I've got some twigs that light up just to pop in here to add to our festive atmosphere. I'll just pop them into this little alcove for now until the shelving comes to be fitted, and then I'll move them into another position. But they can just live in there for now and look pretty. One built. It's absolutely filthy for some reason, so it will fit in really well in here. Is that fun? I'm keeping some ingredients out over here so that I can make some Christmas pudding shortly. I haven't drank for a good few Christmases now. I've been an athlete or pregnant, or there's been something and I just haven't bothered having a drink, so I thought this year I'll get some port and get some Baileys in. The one that I bought there is a little bit too sweet, so I think I'm going to have a look for another one. We picked up some cute glasses that I'm just going to wash up from Tesco because I have no idea where my drinks glasses are because we've been living in quandary for some time. Darren's just brought some clothing down, which he's dumped on the bed there for me to sort out. We have got the telly on the bed. We've actually had to go back with this telly because we opened it ready to hang on the wall for Christmas and it was smashed to smithereens, but thankfully the manager was brilliant and they've replaced the TV. They sent us one which arrived within I think 10 hours, which was brilliant. Just sorting through Evelyn's clothes in here. Any overflow we will have in the house, but she'll have all of her immediate stuff in here, which is really cute. I've made the most of Savvy storage and I put all my little baskets at the bottom filled with all of her things that she needs. And I'll also change this stripy bedding because it is awful. I call this the spare, and I'll put new bedding on for us all for Christmas. So we're all lovely and fresh going to bed on Christmas Eve. You wanna hold it? Can we mix it in? Good girl. Oh, looky. Stir it. You can't eat it. Should we do some more? Wanna hold it? With this one? Yeah. There we go. How's that? That's a pudding finished and it's ready to steam. I wasn't originally thinking greens for in here, but I loved all of the gold tones and the print is just absolutely gorgeous. The material is this lovely soft velvety material and it just feels really good quality and luxurious. I just love bedding from Dunelm. If you haven't discovered Dunelm bedding, it's just absolutely beautiful. Darren has hung the TV on the wall and I've decided that I want to get some more logs for the fire. I'm just gonna fill it. I did want to have it half full with some fairy lights, but now that the mantle is on, I feel like it needs filling up to the top. I just think it will look more balanced. We just had an IKEA delivery, so we've got a few lamps to dot around. And are you singing? We did have a worktop being delivered, but that has been delayed. That's for one of the other kitchens, so that doesn't matter before Christmas. We've got a couple of lamps, we can dot those around, and then we're going to head out and just pop up to the trading estate to see if we can just get those final bits. This is our last day to get sorted, so it'll be a busy day, but absolutely worth it so that we can enjoy Christmas Day after making the best of the space. These are the lamps that we've chosen from IKEA. We're doing nice design but with budget in mind in this room, and these are absolutely beautiful. We've actually got gold splashbacks have been delivered for the kitchen, so there's lots of gold accents going on in here, so these fit in perfectly. Well, we couldn't get any logs from the range. They had all sold out. They had hundreds when I bought mine, so it's typical when we've gone back. They didn't have any, but we couldn't get any from anywhere else. They'd either sold out or they looked completely different. So that is a job for the new year. But I can finally say we've got all of our jobs ticked off the list and it's time to have a look around. This is where we're up to as a result of all of those all-nighters or very early mornings. There are some jobs that will be carried over into the new year that I can show you then, but this is where we're up to now, and we can start getting ready for a lovely family Christmas.
Mummy.
Yeah. Hi, Poo. Where we going? Where we going? Hiya, big puppy. Hiya. Boop. Ready? Whee! Port is definitely our thing this year. We're trying various varieties. I picked this one up for Darren. We're not really doing Christmas presents this year, but I just need to open this and check for poison, and then I can hand it over.
I've waited for this time of the year, for the magical, cheerful atmosphere. And now that it's here, the magic is real. It's mesmerizing. The shimmering lights are warming the nights. This is for Daddy. It's everywhere.
Oh, thanks, Evelyn. Thanks for helping me out, anyways.
This is off Auntie Melissa.